you guys doing? Hold up. Let's see how my light's coming through. Yeah, keep it on. All right. So hopefully everybody doing all right. Yeah, I'm not staying for long tonight. I'm just doing a quick rant, pretty much. Just relaxing, chilling, you know, finish work and all that stuff. So why not? I had a death in the family today. Well, actually, not really family. It's more like, hold on, I'll get back to you later, Siri. Um, all right. So my godmother's dad passed away. So it's like one of those. It's like another one. I'm like, damn, 2020 suck, man. Had one of my cousins from Canada passed away, and then one of my cousins' mom passed away, and then now my godmother's dad passed away, and all that stuff. So hey, it is what it is, and it kind of just makes me realize, dude, like how important life is, and all the things that we're fighting about, that we just we making a big deal out of. Like all this superficial stuff, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's like every time that happened, right? It makes me think. It's just like this self reflection of what are you leaving behind, and what type of memory that you living behind, you are leaving behind. What type of impression are you leaving towards your loved ones, or better yet, who are the people that you surround yourself with? Because my godmother's dad, he was sick for like a while, right? For like a couple years, actually, more. Yeah, about like 4 years he was sick. So, and his family, his kids, they were taking care of him, medicines and all that stuff. And it's like people, when we're looking at life, right? Yeah, it's great to have the wealth. It's great to have, you accumulate assets. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff. But who are you investing in? Because to me, like, growing up in a poor country, right? Growing up in Haiti is very, very poor and all that stuff. And you can have all the money in the world, and all you just walking around, and just people put, a couple of bullets in you, and then boom, that's it. You're done, right? The justice system sucks. There's a lot of things that is wrong in Haiti, but at the same time, the people itself, right? When you have like the community, the Haitian community, from what I remember is that, like, because nobody really had much, so we had each other. You surround yourself with good people that if you have an emergency, they'll be able to help you out. Because I remember, like, when my mom, she used to cook, and then she would just like make send a plate to each one of the surrounding neighbors. So that's like 3 or 4 plates right there going elsewhere. In the same way, like, we would have like 3 or 4 plates coming to us. So it's like this symbiotic relationship, that type of that type of culture that I grew up around. It just like it like everything, all the superficial stuff mattered very little. And even till this day, where it's like, I'm not impressed by the type of car somebody drive. I'm not impressed by the how big is your house. I'm not impressed on how big is your bank account. I'm more impressed on character. To me, like, the most important thing to me is character. So that's like, with character tells you a whole lot about people, whether or not they will remain in your circle, right? So when I look at my godfather's dad, right? My memory of him is kind of vague, because like, he lived in the States pretty much his whole life, and then similar to my dad, would come through and take care of his kids, just like take care of his family like real well, all that stuff. And it also now it shows where the type of investment, investing in his family, investing in his children, and then now they were able to take care of him in his old age, right? And this is why when I talk about family, when I talk about things like that, it's just try to tell people like the best investment you could make in life is by actually having the right type of people in your life. The right type of people. You have a have if you're gonna get married, if you're gonna have a partner or whatever the case may be, make sure that it is the best partner that you could have as far as character, right? Because people have flaws, right? Everybody got flaws and all that stuff. So if you have a good woman, then you make sure you keep that chick around, dude. You have a good woman in your life, you make sure you keep that chick around and also be good to her, right? And the same thing, try to do good, try to do right by your kids, because you're not always gonna be that young man. You're not always gonna have that six pack. You're not always gonna have the ability to actually do everything for yourself. At some point in life, you're gonna have to depend on people, right? And I don't care how much money you have. You could say things like, well, you know what? I can, have the nursing homes and, I pay good money, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Dude, if you've seen the type of thing that goes on in these nursing homes, people are getting beat up, mistreated, all that crazy stuff. So if you don't have the next of kin, people that can actually speak on your behalf, it doesn't matter how much money you have, and it's so important. It is so important to actually have people in your life, people that matter, and it's not just about like, think of the impression as well, right? I think one of the ways that we people, we cheat death is by create those type of memory where we live forever. Like, one of the person in my life, right, that has the greatest influence on me was my granddad, Monty Twelve. This dude, to me, he was the greatest person that ever walked the earth, right? That is a person that actually I actually regard him like I put this guy on such a high pedestal, and it's like I don't think I'll ever be able to match what he was able to bring into my life, right? And it's like, and when my daughter knows about him, like, it's like the type of stories, like the funny stuff, the good stuff, the his character, the influence that he had on people in his village. To me, that was like, wow. And I want to be like this guy, right? Good hearted, work hard, family oriented. That is a role model. That is my ultimate role model. We always look around, try to find role models everywhere and stuff like that, right? On TV or sports stars or movie stars, all these things, right? But sometimes the greatest role model that we may have are people around us, right? I mean, our environment, you have the good and you have the bad. But what I feels like, I think one of the reasons why people feel so bitter or feel so disappointed is because they didn't have such a great childhood. Yeah, they might have like the latest shoes, they might have the latest Nintendo 64 or PS5 or whatever, right? But if people around you are crappy, then it makes it very difficult for you to actually break that cycle, and I had to learn certain things in life, right? I had to learn that, all right, whatever my parents went through, they did the best of their ability to actually give me the life that they couldn't have, right? And then they invested in me. They sacrificed a whole lot for me. And therefore, not only that I'm grateful, I also have to put myself in a position where I can pay it forward. At the same time, providing my family the best life that I didn't have, you know. And in that, I think that's my motivation. That's like my drive. Hey, what's going on, kids? Yeah. So and that's like that's my drive to be able to have like such a great influence on my family, as well as they have great influence on me as well. Because at the end of the day, your cars, your shoes, your asset, whatever you have, nobody's gonna care, dude. Nobody is gonna care. The people that matters the most are the ones that you are able to actually create good memories with. Good memories with. You know, what happened when you on your 40s or your 50s, your back start to give in, right? You can't do the type of thing that you couldn't do no more. And creating good memories often takes time, man. It takes decades, right? So having good people in your life matters. And the older you get, the harder it is to actually have new friends, right? So then if you're gonna start having friends, right, or if you're gonna start having, knowing which people that you want to keep in your life, don't you want to make sure that you have the best of the best people around you? You know, that's what I'm saying. So all the crap that we're listening to, all the disagreement, all the gender wars, all these, none of this shit matter. None of it matter. At the end of the day, who can you call if you have an emergency? Who can you call if, let's say that you are struggling? Who's gonna help you out? Who are there to help you out? Are the dudes that you just chasing women with? Are they gonna be able to help you out? And for how long? When you're down in your luck, right? I mean, you might, let's say for instance, be like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to have my own family. Cool. But a lot of time, um, guys or women, when they reach that certain age, they still try to find companionship because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be alone, right? So all that crap that all these petty things that we see online, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter, man. It's just people just venting out their frustration, and fixating on things that actually don't matter. It, they don't. None of this shit matter except the people that you have in your life. So invest in good people, man. Invest in good people. Invest in good friendship. Invest on things that actually can be fruitful. Invest in yourself as well. You know, be the best person you can be, and try to attract the best people in your life. That's what I talk about. That's one of the things that my channel is about. It's just like it's about character, right? Character is very important to me. Is it important to you? If it's not important to you, then you can't then complain that all the people that you are attracting are people with bad character. You know, so you got to start with yourself, and then you try to match or people that actually that want to have you in their life. Then they're gonna try their best to actually keep you in their lives, and vice versa. So if you have a good partner, she's doing right by you, then do right by her, man. It's simple. Do right by your kids. You might have a relationship that doesn't work out. It doesn't matter. Do right by your kids, you know, and try the best of your ability to make sure you keep things peaceful between you and your so-called crazy baby mom. Because once you're on your 50s or your 60s or your 70s and all this shit, you're not going to be able to do the things that you used to do, and you're going to have to depend on those kids. So if you had abandoned them, if you didn't do nothing for them in their lives, it's not just about a paycheck, right? Being there for them, you know, and you can, like, when you're down on your luck, you can always pick up the phone. You call one of your kids, be like, hey, what's going on, man? Blah blah blah. Yeah, and your kid, like, this is why also it's so important to having like when you raise your kids in a position where you invest in them greatly, so then they actually are in a better position than you were, you know. So I talk about these things because it matters. But anyway, so like I said, I'm not staying for long, guys. This was like a quick rant. I was just like, popping through my head and shit. So RIP to yeah, I'm not gonna say his name. Yeah, I'm gonna say his name. RIP to Michel. To yeah, RIP to Michel de Voisin. All right. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.